Hi everyone, this is Mr. Richmond, and for this video I'm going to walk you through how to complete the modeling the Earth's atmosphere graph. So this graph I would recommend doing on paper. It's a little bit more complicated if you were to do it on Excel or Google Sheets. So our first data set we're going to plot strictly on the y-axis, which is going to be the height above the Earth's surface or altitude. To find a nice even scale for your y-axis, I would take the range just like we do in class. I would take the range by finding the maximum value, which is 400, subtracted by your minimum. 10 is close enough to 0, so let's go all the way down to our origin, which is going to be 0. That's going to give you a range of 400. Divide that by how many blocks that you want to use on your y-axis, and that's going to give you a nice even scale. You may need to round up to a nice even whole number. So that's going to be our first data set on the y or vertical axis. On the x-axis, we're going to be plotting temperature. This one's a little bit more complicated because we're not going to start at 0. We're going to start at negative 100, as that is the lowest value for temperature. 1700 is the highest value for temperature, so finding a range of 1800 divided by how many blocks that you want to go. And so temperature is going to be on our x-axis, altitude is going to be on our y-axis, and roughly our graph is actually going to look like this. So if I pull up my PowerPoint that I'm going to be using for this unit, this is really what it's going to look like. Temperature is going to be on your x-axis, height or altitude on the y-axis, and then we're going to be plotting each layer. So if we look back to our Word document, you're going to see how many kilometers the troposphere ends, how many kilometers above the Earth's surface the stratosphere will end, in the mesosphere and thermosphere. So you're going to take wherever you see 10, 30, 50, and 400 kilometers and draw a horizontal line across to dictate where each layer of the atmosphere is going to end. And then finally, you're going to plot your data points. So for example, if 10 kilometers above the Earth's surface happens to be 20 degrees Celsius, that's going to be your first data point that you're going to plot. And so you're going to plot all these data points on that second data table of our Word document. So again, height and then temperature. You're going to go through all these data sets and plot all these data points, and you're going to end up drawing a line that looks like this. That's going to show you how temperature is going to fluctuate and change as we're moving through these 4 layers of our atmosphere. Finally, the last thing, which I'm actually not going to have you worry about, I know in the instructions it asks you to go ahead and label and include all of this information in your graph. Let's not worry about that for this assignment. However, you are responsible for knowing this content if you were to be asked it on a quiz or a test. I hope this helps. Again, ultimately, you're looking for a graph that's going to look pretty similar to this. Please email me or contact me if you have any questions. Good luck.